Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am Tini, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve this super flawless and bomb-ass rose gold makeup look. I know that you guys are liking what you're seeing. Like, I know. Don't front. I know that you guys like this makeup look. So in this video, I share with you guys some tips and tricks on how to make your makeup last throughout these hot summer days because it is hot outside, okay? And I just show you guys how to achieve this super pretty and subtle but glam rose gold makeup look. I feel like anybody can achieve this because I feel like rose gold is just one of those colors that's like achievable on any skin tone and anybody. So I feel like anybody can like rock this and make this look super pretty and bomb. So I hope you guys are here for this. I hope you guys are liking what you're seeing, and I hope you guys are ready to see how I created this look. Before the video does start, go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel down below, and make sure that you guys hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss one of my videos. That was a lot. Let me take a breather, okay? But yeah, I'm in love with the way that this look came out, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys are ready to see how I created it. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Okay, so first things first, I went ahead and lined my brows, underneath my brows, with some concealer really quick off camera, just to keep everything really clean because we are starting out with eyeshadow today. So I will do my brows later on in the video, but I want to start off with eyeshadow, so I went ahead and put a line of concealer underneath my brows first. So starting off, I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this is in the shade Vanilla. So I'm just going to put a couple of dots on each eye, and then I'm going to blend that out with a Real Techniques Redness Correcting Brush. And now I'm just going to set that concealer in place with some translucent powder. So the palette that I'm going to be using on my eyes today is the Ring the Alarm palette from the Jaclyn and Morphe Vault collection. And the only 4 shades that I'm going to be using on my eyes today are the shades Rush, Mugshot, Lolly, and Boom. So 2 mattes and 2 shimmer shades. I kind of want to do like a cute little rose gold eye makeup look. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a Morphe, actually, this is a Morphe and Jaclyn brush. This is the JH34 brush. And I'm just dipping into the shade Rush. And I'm going to apply this all into my crease area. And I'm kind of taking this a little bit higher in the middle of my eye area. So right in the middle, I'm taking it a little bit higher. Now I'm grabbing a JH30 brush, and I'm just going to go over these edges. And I picked up a little bit more of the product, but not a lot, just to blend all of this out and make sure that nothing's harsh. Now picking up the shade Mugshot on a JH32 brush, and I'm just going to place this shade underneath of our transition. Actually switching to a Morphe M433 brush just because it's a little bit more compact and it's not so fluffy, so it's going to be easier just to place that shade right underneath the first shade that we applied. Now grabbing that JH30 brush once again, and I'm just blending out the edges and meshing the 2 shades together just so that nothing's harsh. Again, you don't want any harsh lines or anything like that. You just want to make sure that everything's like super blended out. Now I'm just grabbing some of that Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer on a little flat brush, and I'm basically just going to do a line right here in the middle of my lid. Now picking up a JH41 brush, and I'm dipping into the shade Boom from the Jaclyn and Morphe Vault collection palette, the Ring the Alarm palette, and I'm basically just going to place this rose gold shade right over that concealer. Now picking up the shade Lolly from the palette on the same exact brush, and I'm actually going to be setting it with some spray, or spraying it with some spray, I should say, not setting it. But I'm just spraying that eyeshadow, and then I'm going to apply that right on top of that Boom shade. And on top of that, I'm actually going to be adding some of my Tarte Chrome Paint Pot, and this is in the shade Top Yacht. Now grabbing the shade Mugshot on a little flat brush. This is a JH43 brush, and I'm basically just gonna tap this over the outer part of my eye and then also the inner part of my eye, kind of making it look like a halo in a way, but I kind of want to make it more like blended out and not as precise as a halo, but kind of give it a halo effect, if that makes sense. That's one eye all complete. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera really quick, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, I am back, and as you guys can see, I went ahead and did my brows off camera just to save some time. And I also applied another little glitter topper to my eyeshadow. So I added the Candice glitter eyeliner, and this is in the shade Sahara. I will have everything, and I mean everything, linked down below in the description box for you guys. So moving on, we're gonna go ahead and apply some lashes. These are just some kiss lashes. I'm not sure what style they're in. If I find the box and find out what style they're in, I'll definitely link them down below in the description box for you guys. But really quick, I'm just gonna coat them with some Duo dark toned glue. While I'm letting that glue dry, I'm gonna go ahead and coat my lashes with my Rimmel Scandal Eyes Retro Glam Mascara. This is just in the shade Black. I always get my mascaras in either the shade Black or Very Black. And then just popping this on. And I kind of just place it on there first, and then kind of attach the inner corner and the outer corner, of course. So jumping right into skin, for primer, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation. I really like this stuff, and I feel like it definitely stays locked in place on my skin throughout the summertime, especially in this heat. I feel like it's just like a really beautiful foundation on my skin. So I'm actually going to be using the shades Caramel Beige, which is 108, and then I'm also going to be mixing it with 107, which is Fresh Beige as well. Okay, so just picking that up on a damp Morphe sponge, and I'm just gonna start applying this to my face. And it might not look like my exact color on camera right now, but I swear guys, it looks really good in person. Like I'm looking, especially like behind you guys, behind the camera, it looks like a perfect match. So don't get scared if it doesn't look like it on camera. I feel like you guys always don't get like the true color payoff most of the time, like when things are filmed. Whereas obviously you get the true color payoff when you see something in person. But I really like the finish of this foundation. I feel like it's just like sinking into my skin so nicely. I feel like it doesn't do anything weird like sit on top of my skin or cling onto any like dry patches or anything like that. So I feel like it looks really nice. Yeah, this color is really good. I'm glad that I mixed the foundations, because I feel like otherwise one would have been like way too light and then the other one would have been like way too dark. So I feel like I found like the perfect in between, if that makes sense. For concealer, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I am in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just going to be applying this all throughout the high points of my face. And then blending it out again with my Morphe sponge. Also, I got foundation on my little headband that I'm wearing, but I don't even care because I have been like so weird about getting foundation on my hair and on my hairline that I don't even care about getting it on anything else. I'm like, get it on the headband instead of my hair. Now going in with some translucent powder on the flat side of that Morphe sponge, and I'm just gonna look up and apply this right underneath my eyes. And I just like to like OD with the powder, well, translucent powder on my nose, because my nose is like the oiliest place ever. So yeah. Actually, my face is pretty oily. Well, my T-zone anyways. You guys see all this powder? I hate it. Hate the way the translucent powder gets all over. But yeah, my T-zone is pretty oily, so I like to like OD with the powder in my T-zone just because I don't want it like slipping and sliding throughout the day, if you know what I mean. Grabbing my big ass JH01 brush, and I'm just like pressing the powder into my face and also dusting it away. More pressing than dusting though, because I feel like if you press it in, it's really gonna set that makeup down and make it last all day long, especially in this heat. I know that I said that already, but this heat is literally no joke. So you really want to make sure that you're like using products the right way and making sure that they're gonna like stay on your face all throughout the day, because nothing's worse than like looking in a mirror and being like, where the hell did my makeup go? Okay, so as you guys can see, I went off camera and I took the foundation off of my lips. I also finished off my eyes off camera as well. And I just added the 2 transition shades from the palette that we used earlier to my lower lash line. And then I also added the Tarte Chrome Paint Pot in the shade Top Yacht to my inner corner as well. And I just coated my lashes, top and bottom, with my Rimmel mascara. Now it is time to jump into bronzer. So I'm gonna be grabbing a JH02 brush just to bronze the perimeter of my face. And this brush is super big, so I feel like it just gives like an all over bronze and kind of just distributes the product a little bit better. And then after I go in with this brush, you guys will notice that I go in with an even smaller brush, like a more precise brush, a more precise cheek brush, I should say. And I actually apply a little bit of a darker shade with the smaller brush, just because I feel like it's a little bit more like condensed and compact, and I feel like you can really get where you want to get and like target certain areas. But whereas like this brush, you're kind of just bronzing all over the place just because it's so big and the product is spreading a little bit more than it would with a more condensed brush. Now going in with a smaller brush, like I said, and I will have the face powders that I'm using as bronzers linked down below in the description box as well. But like I said, I'm just kind of going in the hollows of my cheeks now and just making sure that that bronzer slash contour is a little bit more defined, not crazy defined, because you don't want any like harsh lines, especially because we're going to be outside in the sun. This is more like summertime makeup, so you don't want any harsh lines or anything like that, but you do want to look like super bronzed. And then actually what I'm gonna do just to clean up this contour underneath my cheeks, I'm gonna go ahead and grab like a really light face powder and just grab the end of the Morphe sponge and kind of just dip it in there. And you guys can kind of rub it off on your wrist again. But I'm just gonna apply this like right underneath that contour and let it kind of sit there for a second, and then we'll dust it away, but it'll look a little bit less harsh than if we did it with translucent powder. So we'll leave that on there for a second, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. So I'm just getting a little WetnWild blending brush and I'm just going underneath my nose first. This is gonna make it look a little bit more pushed up. And then also gonna take it on the sides right here of my nose, kind of going down, but definitely blending it into my brow. So you just want to grab anything that you use for nose contour and you want to take that bronzer down the sides of your nose and make it look super snatched, super pinched. And then I also like to take this right here at the top just to make it look like I have a little button nose. You guys see what that did? And then also taking it a little bit more on the bottom. And you guys can also take this contour slash bronzer underneath your lip. This is just gonna make it look a little bit bigger and add some dimension to your lip. And obviously your nose contour is gonna look a little bit harsh at first, but once you keep blending it out with that blending brush, the WetnWild one, you're gonna see the lines starting to diffuse. And then what I like to do is I like to grab a powder brush, whatever kind of powder brush you usually use to like dust off any powder. And I'm just gonna go over my nose contour and this is just gonna blend it even more. Now I'm taking that powder brush and taking off the powder that we just applied a minute ago underneath my cheekbones. Now going in with some blush, I think blush is honestly one of my favorite parts of my makeup, just because I feel like it really takes your makeup to another level, if that makes sense. I feel like it just gives your face life. I don't know how people don't put on blush. I'm like a blush fanatic, so you guys don't have to OD like I do, but I'm in love with blush. So for blush today, I probably said blush about 50 times within the last minute, but anyways, so for blush, I'm gonna be using this Tarte blush, and this is in the shade Risk. This is the Amazonian 12-hour, actually, this is the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. Yeah, sorry, had that little twisted for a second. And I'm taking that in on a JH06 brush. I really like this brush. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of like slanted. And I feel like it just like applies the blush like diffused and not so harsh. And it gives you like a natural like flush of color. So the brush isn't super dense. It kind of just gives you like an airbrushed effect, honestly. And I felt like this blush was like appropriate for the eyeshadow look, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but it kind of like matches the whole like rose gold theme. It's not too pink. I think all my other blushes are a little bit more pink / peachy. I feel like this one's a little bit more like mauve-y, rose gold, kind of toned down, kind of like cool toned. For highlight, I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty highlight, and this is in the shade Hustle Baby. Mine actually broke, as you guys can see, but that's okay. We still love her. We're still going to use her. So I'm just taking this in on a little brush and just applying it to the high points of my face, starting off on my cheeks. Also going to take this above my brow right here and just kind of press it all over right there. Also going on my Cupid's bow, and then taking a little pencil brush and just kind of dotting that highlight on the tip of my nose, the very tip, and also down the bridge of my nose as well. And then actually on top of that highlight, I'm gonna be using this WetnWild Megaglow Loose Highlighting Powder. I literally love this stuff, and I feel like it was like so appropriate for this look. I feel like you guys can't really like see the color of this on camera really well, but you guys will see when it goes on. It is like the most perfect like pinky rose gold highlight, and all that you have to do is literally apply the tiniest amount. Oh my god, it is literally so pretty. I feel like this stuff will literally last you a lifetime, because you need like a dot of it. Like I literally dip into like the lid sometimes, because you don't need a lot at all. Now I'm just going to set my face. For lips, I went ahead and lined my lips with my NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, and this is in the shade London. As you guys can see, this is like itty bitty now. It's like so little and cute, because I have literally used the shit out of this. Like, this was my favorite lip liner for the longest time, and then I just kind of stopped using it, but I just grabbed it again because I literally forgot how much I like this stuff. It's like the perfect like nude / natural color on me. So yeah, I'm in love with it. So now I'm gonna grab this Maybelline lipstick. This is in the shade 545 Beige Babe. And on top of that, I am gonna be using a gloss. I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss, and this is in the shade Estrella. I really like this stuff. I feel like it's kind of like metallic in a way, but like super glittery and glossy. So I'm just applying a little bit and then taking my ring finger and just kind of dabbing that in. I feel like it's like so pretty. Alrighty guys, so that completes this rose gold makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I personally am in love with the way that this came out. I don't know if you guys can see, especially when I look like this, but the eyes are so poppin', and then the skin just looks perfect, flawless, perfect for summertime. So I am in love with this makeup look. If you guys try to recreate this or whatever, like definitely let me know, send me pictures, because I would love to see your guys' like recreation of this look, because I feel like this is like so universal, so pretty, soft, but glam at the same time. So I really am in love with this makeup look. I'm so glad that I did this. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you guys did like this video, obviously make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel down below. Also, make sure that you guys hit that notification bell so you guys are notified every time that I upload, and so you guys don't miss one of my videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.